Evaluate the following definite integral. The integral between -2 and 3 for 6x squared minus 4x with respect to x. So when we evaluate a definite integral, we need to remember that we can use the fundamental theorem of integral calculus that says for the integral between a and b of f of x dx, we can evaluate that as the antiderivative, which we'll denote with the capital F, evaluated between a and b, which is given by the antiderivative evaluated at b, subtract away the antiderivative evaluated at a, or the lower terminal. So for ours, we have 6x squared minus 4x, so we can calculate that our antiderivative is going to be 6x, and we add 1 to the power, so we get 6x to the power of 3, and then we divide by the new power, and then we have minus 4x, and we're going to add 1 to the power, so we get 4x squared, and divide by the new power. And we're going to evaluate this between the terminals -2 and 3. So if we just simplify this a bit, inside the square brackets we get 6x cubed over 3 is the same as 2x cubed, and minus 4x squared over 2 is just minus 2x squared, and we have the same terminals, minus 2 to 3, and the fundamental theorem of integral calculus says if we evaluate what's in the square brackets first at 3, and then subtract away what's in the square bracket evaluated at -2, that will give us the value of our definite integral. So if we go down to the next line, this is equal to, so f of 3 is just going to be 2 times 3 to the power of 3 minus 2 times 3 to the power of 2. So that's the antiderivative evaluated at 3. Then we subtract off the antiderivative evaluated at -2, which will be 2 times -2 to the power of 3 minus 2 times -2 to the power of 2. So all we need to do is simplify this down. So this first bracket we have 2 times 3 to the power of 3, which is the same as 2 times 27, which gives us 54. And then we have minus 2 times, and then 3 squared is going to be 9, so we have minus 18. Then our second big bracket is going to be minus, and then we have 2 times -2 cubed. So the -2 cubed is -8, 2 times -8 is -16. And then -2 times -2 squared, so that all up is positive 4 times -2 is -8. And then if we keep cleaning this up, 54 take 18 gives 36, and then -16 minus 8 is -24, and taking into account the negative out the front, we get that is plus 24. So all up we find that this is equal to 60. So that there is the value of this definite integral.